Welcome back, everybody. My name is Tank. Today, we're talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano. I'll be giving you my thoughts about where we are in the market, as well as where I think we might be going in the short to near future. Before I jump into the charts, let me quickly remind you guys, I do have a giveaway happening on this channel where I will be giving away a free 50-inch flat screen TV to one lucky subscriber of this channel once we can hit 1,000 subs. If you guys like what you just heard, hit that like button. Definitely don't forget to sub to the channel, because when we hit 1,000, it could be you that wins that 50-inch flat screen TV. Let's make these things short and sweet. I have to first apologize if you guys hear a bunch of fans. It's because I'm actually changing locations for my office, and I'm right now streaming from the mining facility. I'm standing right next to about 20 GPUs, which are all mining Ethereum right now. So again, if you guys hear that, fans, I do apologize. Once I have everything moved over here, I should have my software set up to where I can block out that noise. With that being said, let me just jump into everything, guys. Right now, Bitcoin's 4-hour time frame looking good on Market Cipher A up here. We do see that we are in an upwards momentum. Right now, we are kind of just going sideways, trying our best to stay above $49,000 for the remainder of the day. Let's see if we actually can get through the rest of the day, which is going to close in about 2 hours and 30 minutes or so. If we can close above $49,000, because I think that's extremely bullish for Bitcoin. Right now, on the lower time frames, we'll go back to the 4-hour time frame. You can see that our size on Market Cipher B, which is the lower section of the chart, are starting to round back down. We are in the red as far as money flow goes. You can see that money flow is pinched together quite nicely down here. And if we are going by the waves on Market Cipher B, you can see that we are above the 60 line. So it does look like we are a little bit exhausted as far as buying pressure comes in. But that doesn't necessarily mean that we have to go back down. We could just range and go sideways right now for the short to near future. Right now, on the 3-hour time frame for Bitcoin, I also see that we are coming back down. We have flipped on back over from green to red to green. So there's a little bit of hopium right there that we might maintain ourselves above the $49,000 price point on the charts. The 2-hour time frame showing me that we are going to be coming probably back down. Our sides are pinched together quite nicely. They are rounding back down, although we are still in the green. So mixed signals within the charts and within the time frames. I think ultimately that even if we do come back down a little bit, most we come back down to is maybe that $48,259. What I'm looking at right here is that 50 EMA on the 1-hour to the 4-hour time frame. I do think that maybe we come back down to that level on the 1-hour time frame, and then we'll find support and rally back up. Again, it's the weekends, Saturdays leading into Sundays. We usually see some pullbacks when options open up on Sunday. I do suspect that we will start seeing $50,000 for Bitcoin's price. That's just my prediction. I'm going to stick with it right now on the TA. I'm going to show you guys some real quick lines that we have charted on the 4-hour time frame. This is still this ascending wedge pattern that we've all been staring at over the past month or so, ever since we pretty much started this rally to the upside. It was a bearish pattern. We did fulfill that bearish need, and we did come out of this pattern, although it wasn't as dramatic as I think a lot of people were thinking it was going to be. We did just come down here, find support like we found support previously. If you guys are following my TA here, this is the support line right here. And then we bounced off that support line, bringing us back up into the channel and above our previous resistance, which again, we tested back here and we tested back here. That previous resistance was about $48,100. We broke through that, and again, we are above that right now. What I want to see in the short to near future is if this which once resistance holds up as support, and also if we do come back down, if this now support line that we're back in with this ascending triangle pattern holds up again. I do suspect that it will. I think the overall sentiment for Bitcoin has flipped back to being bullish. I think the entire market is flipping back into being bullish once again. But again, only time will tell. Don't front run the market. Like I always say, there's only 3 things that are ever going to be happening for Bitcoin and the rest of these assets, guys. Anybody that tells you any differently is lying to you. The 3 things that can happen is either we go poo-poo our pants, we go sideways right here, or we pop back up. So be prepared for each of those scenarios. They can all happen at any given moment. Just because you're seeing things in the charts, don't think that we can't swing whichever way the market movers and market makers want us to swing. It can happen. Be protective, be conservative. That's not a financial advice. That's just life advice. With that being said, guys, let's jump on over to Ethereum and see how it's doing on the charts. Right now, it's trending for $3,242. We are doing okay. We haven't rallied back up to over $3,300, but we are still ranging within $3,200, which is a good sign. Right now on Market Cipher, we see on the lower section of the chart, which is Market Cipher B, the RSIs are clearly pointing back down, showing us that we could come back down to that $3,200 price point. We are in the red as far as the money flow goes, and everything else just looks like we are coming back down. Market Cipher A showing us as well that we have some red on the candles. If we go on the 3-hour time frame, just confirming with the 4 hours already showing us the 2-hour time frame as well. We are still in the green here, and that's looking quite nice, but we aren't back past the 60 line here as far as Market Cipher B goes for the RSIs, which I usually like to see us get below before finding some kind of strong rally back up to the upside. Again, not to say that it can't happen, because it can. On the 1-hour time frame, things are looking much better. Actually, we are printing a pretty deep. I wouldn't say not too deep, but it is getting deep as far as the anchor waves go here. And that's this section of the charts. And what I'm talking about, these anchors that are pulling down to the 60 line here. That's what I'm talking about when I say anchors. So we are forming a pretty good anchor on the 1-hour time frame. The RSIs, if you're noticing right here, are starting to kind of try to flatten out. I wouldn't front run that, but it is a signal that we are trying to maintain ourselves where we are, and we are in the green on the 1-hour time frame. So hopefully the momentum from the 1 hour will carry itself back up to the 4 hour. Right now, I do think that we probably will come down, hold ourselves on this 50 EMA, which again, like I said, on Bitcoin's 50 EMA is really, really important for Ethereum, all the way up to the 4 hour. So on the 1 hour, we have a 50 EMA of pretty much of where we are. Hopefully that maintains itself. It looks like it's going to. In previous price action, this was a good layer of resistance as far as the bears coming down. The bulls were putting up some kind of fight right there and resisting the temptation to dip back down. So there's that, but we haven't been here for very long, so keep that in mind as well. On the 2 hour time frame, the EMA comes down a little bit further, bringing us to just about $3,200. So again, I do think that it's a mixture between the two. We could possibly come down to this 2 hour 50 EMA, then find support and pump back up. That's what I'm seeing right now for ETH-ADA. ADA, guys, trading at $2.43, having a pretty good retracement on its charts ever since reaching all-time highs yet again, which was fantastic. Hopefully you guys have already taken profits, but I actually am buying this dip. Before we talk about the dip, let's talk about the scenario right now. I see us, if we do find another rally, possibly testing that $2.60 to $2.70. Again, this is where I normally start taking profits if we do rally again. This is just using the Fibonacci extension. This is where I'm looking as my first take profit zone if we do rally again. Again, I have been buying certain levels of this dip, and I will keep buying certain levels of this dip going further. I just think that there's just way too much bullish things happening for Cardano. I don't care what anybody else says. I think there's way too much bullish upside than there is bearish downside to this current setup for Cardano. Smart contracts should be releasing next month. Japan is getting their hands on ADA. Coinbase was just listed in Japan, so a lot of really bullish things happening right now. Again, this is the weekend, though. We're just going through the same old dance that we always go through over the weekend, and so I'm not really shook out with this pull to the downside. Matter of fact, we've had pulls to the downside like this over and over again, so this is nothing new, guys. If we're talking about the Fibonacci retracement, though, let's go ahead and talk about where we can be going in the short to near future for ADA. Right now, when I'm zooming in on the charts, we could possibly be coming down to that $2.31. Again, it's been trying its best to get down there. So far, it's been holding up quite well on the 0.236 Fibonacci line, which is right around that $2.41. It's been holding up quite well so far, but if we do break that, we will come back down to that $2.31 before probably finding support. If that gets broken, look for major support to come in on that $2.22. That's what I'm seeing right now for ADA, guys. Protect yourselves. You know what I say. It can go in any which way at any given time. And those only 3 ways it can go. We can either poo-poo ourselves, we can either go sideways, or we can rally back up. So be ready for all 3 things, guys. With that being said, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I have to take the wife to dinner. Again, I apologize for the messy setup and for the no editing, because this is going to be raw. I don't have time. I got to take the wife to dinner and please the boss. So yeah, we're going to do that, guys. Be safe. Stay protective, stay in profits, always realize profits when they're there to be realized, guys. Don't overextend. Don't forget to sub to the channel. Be blessed. Peace.